Welcome to the Narrate podcast, where we aim to tell God's story with our lives. We'll be continuing to post the Sunday message each week, but we want to dive a little deeper and offer some content to supplement your life with God, and that's where our Beyond Sunday series comes in. Join Adam and Narrate staff as they provide thoughtful discussions, ideas, and interviews that go beyond the message you'll hear on Sunday. Hi, I'm sitting with Jodi, and we're doing a worship team spotlight with her. I've been trying to sit down with Jodi for a while, and then she had a baby and all these things.
Poor kids.
It's like massively busy. So we finally are sitting down to do this chat about serving on the worship team and narrate history. And you've been around for a while. Mm-hmm. So just start out by telling us like your story, your journey, like with church and then with music too.
Yeah, so I grew up in church. Like my family was like at every Sunday church. We went to a Southern Baptist church with not necessarily the best music. Good like old lady choir, music, good Southern Baptist music. And it was kind of just like grew up in that church. We switched churches when I was like a teenager, went to like a non-denominational church with more of like a worship band type setting. And then music wise, my mom is really musical. She's like sang my whole life. So there's like always like obnoxious singing in our house growing up. And then my brother-in-law, when he was dating my sister, played guitar, and I was like, "You're so cool. I want to do that." And so I locked myself in my bedroom and like terribly pounded out chords on my guitar until it clicked, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun." So did some like worship band stuff in Yuma, where I grew up for a little bit.
How old were you when you started that?
Probably like more like later high school.
Okay.
I don't know, like the church I grew up at when we were really little, they did like specials. Okay. It's like music specials, and it was like during offering.
Yeah, the special song.
Yes.
Special song. My church did that too.
Yeah, so I was like, what is the difference? Like, why is it not? And I think back, I'm like, this is so strange. Like, someone's going to get up and do a special. It literally was called The Special.
Because it was like a different instrument usually, like a guitar or like not the piano.
Or a really good recording.
There you go.
But yeah, The Special. That's what we did like at that church growing up. So that was like every now and then. And then there's like a youth band for like youth group, because we had like a pretty like expensive youth group when I was in like middle school, high school. So did some of that, and then didn't do a lot of it in college because I was busy and didn't do a lot of church my first year of college. And then I moved up here and started going to Narrate, I think in 2015, 16.
Okay.
And didn't get involved in the worship band right away. I did like some kids stuff first, and like did music and kids with Steve Schroeder, which was really fun.
Oh yeah,
me and Steve Schroeder. And Jonah Fisher. Jonah Fisher would play guitar, Steve played guitar. It was fun. It was like usually just us, like very like dialed back like music stuff for the kids. But that was really fun. And then eventually started doing band stuff with Kate. And did that for a couple of years. And then Brandon and I moved away to Missoula and Kalispell after I got married. And we didn't really I feel like when we first got married, we kind of went through like a deconstruction phase together. Like Brandon grew up like pastor's kid, and I had been in church my whole life. And like we had both kind of had some like church hurt stuff so we kind of like stepped away. And it wasn't even like a very intentional step away. We like tried a couple churches when we were in Kalispell, but there was just like a lot of like frustration and like angst. And then also just like a really busy work schedule with Brandon. So like naturally we just kind of like fell out of our rhythm, and our Sundays kind of became our like only day of the week to really be together with his schedule in residency. So we didn't do any like church, any worship band stuff, but like still like kept up on playing. I don't think I ever played any music in Kalispell, but I did some stuff in Helena before we left, just like random brewery stuff, and which was fun. But now I literally can't even like fathom doing that now. Like it was like a different lifetime ago. Like, just set up at a brewery, and I was like, if I did that now, I don't think I could remember any words to a song. I would just be like blankly standing up there. Feels like a different lifetime ago.
Yeah, sure.
But then I moved back, and when we moved back, I think Tommy was music stuff. Okay. Which is fun to like jump back in because it was like very like stripped back music sets, which is like kind of my fave. I really love like a tore down acoustic set, and I think that's a lot of what Tommy did. And so it was like very easy to like step back in and felt very comfortable. Yeah. And we are both Brett and I both really craving to get back into like a church routine, and really missed it a lot while we like kind of realized like we needed that in our lives. And so got connected again. And I think like some of the best parts about worship band and serving and volunteering is community too, right? Like the people you get to play with, you really enjoy those people, and the like it's a lot of work, obviously, like the Thursday night is long and Sunday is long, but you're always like, but I get to hang out with great people. And so like moving back and kind of reestablishing community in Helena again, it was like a good way to spend our time. And that time Brandon didn't do any music, but got back involved and been doing it since then, which has been really fun.
And now Brandon's on too.
Yeah, we roped him in.
Like, yeah.
It's like we like, because he did the cajon there, like when things were really bare bones, like in between seasons, like between Avery and when Justin was doing a lot. That was like our favorite. It was like, I think it was when Justin, and then we roped Brandon in because we were doing like these really torn back sets, and we're like, you can just
Were you like, you should just do it?
Yeah. I think me and Justin were like pressured Brandon into it. We're like, it's no big deal. I mean, it's that or nothing. I think at that time too, we had like a stomp box. There was like a stomp box season, and selfishly, I didn't want to do the stomp box because it hurt my leg.
It hurts everyone's leg.
It's so
hard.
much work.
It's so hard.
And like there's something about like I don't have enough like natural rhythm to like tap my foot and play guitar and sing.
That's so hard.
And a consistent like I'm like it's gonna be basic bare bones on the guitar if I also have to stomp my foot and sing. And so selfishly, to not have to do the stomp box, I was like, Brandon did it at his parents' church sometimes, like randomly. His dad like bought a cajon and was like, here, you can play it when he was in town. So it's like not like he had never done it before, and we had one at home that he would like mess around on, and so we roped him in that way.
I love that.
It's you or nothing. Let's just be like it'll be chill, it'll be fun. And in that season, it really was right. It was like very like it's just nice to have a little bit of percussive stuff.
Totally.
And then we got him drum lessons.
Was that like his? Like I think I want to do this, or did you encourage him?
He's like expressed for a long time the like wanting to play drums, but like in like this season of life, right? Like I feel like we talk a lot about like things we want to do, and then the reality is like you work full-time jobs and like you have babies and like life, and you try to maintain friendships, and so the thought of like adding those things in sometimes is just feels overwhelming. And so I think I got him signed up for drum lessons because he talked about it so much, and then I was like,
we're doing
like you're just and Scott was using the guy, and so I was like, and we know someone who's getting drum lessons, and it's very like low key, it's not super intense, you can go however often you want to or need to, which I mean he has so much like natural rhythm. I feel like he just needed the like confidence boost of that, and so it's been fun to do that. We always joke now, we're like, we got to get a family band going.
Totally. Yeah. Are any of your kids musical so far?
Austin loves to sing, which is really sweet. She started playing a violin last year.
That's right, yeah.
Felt like a kindergartner playing a violin, right? It was very, like, they did lessons through the school that were super affordable and, like, very basic. And so we did that last year. It's always just so hard, though, because, like, you don't want to push too hard and then them hate it.
Totally.
And then so it's like, you can do this as much as you want, but then also, like, don't break the violin we bought you. Yeah. And like with littles, right? So you can't get it out all the time. And so, and if we do get it out, like Maggie and Bo are like, just like magnet toward them. They're like, just want to touch all the things, and then Austin gets mad. So we're like, sometimes we'll like, totally. And then I'm like, I don't know how to tune a violin. So. Please don't mess with it.
Nobody touch.
But we're going to try to get her back into some violin. She has expressed wanting to get back in violin stuff this year, so we'll see. And then, I mean, the kids love Brandon's drum set.
I bet, yeah.
It's very fun. Like every now and then.
The electric ones that can be quiet.
No, he's got
an
like...
acoustic. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's like downstairs in the like playroom basement. So like they know they're not supposed to go in there, and then like every now and then you'll hear like a thump, and you're like, hey!
Touch it.
So, but yeah, it's fun. It'll be fun to see kind of as they get older.
Yeah. If
any of them pursue that or want to do it more than just, you know, like little kids singing.
Yeah.
It's so cute, but...
It is so cute.
Yeah.
So music's like obviously a big part of your life and has been. What would you say music does for like your own personal worship or like your relationship with God?
Yeah, I think it's like ebbed and flowed a lot, right? In different seasons. It was probably years ago now, but I remember Adam talking about, like, it was something he was at the cathedral or something. I don't know, remember what it was, but it was, and someone had made a comment of like, thanks for praying, like praying together, like using worship as like prayer, like joining in prayer together as like for worship. And I was like, it like was like this like click light bulb moment of like, oh, like that's what it is. It's like a way to, because like the churches I grew up in, we didn't do a lot of like congregational praying, right? Sure, like there wasn't a lot of like structured prayer time, and like obviously, you know, worship is like a lot of like adoration stuff, but to like be able to put words to when you don't have words, or just like that we can all join together in something outside of ourselves. And so I think that's the big thing, is like that, using that space. And like when we're not, you know, like on band and just in the congregation on a Sunday morning, like I think the inviting into prayer that worship does, of like putting you in a space of prayer, and like sometimes, you know, using the literal lyrics for prayer, but then also just like when you're singing about gratitude and being grateful, or like getting through hard things, and like kind of just focusing in on that. And so that's kind of been my big thing with worship, is just that like focusing prayer time. And like it's just fun to like join something that you really love to do and enjoy doing, and then to be able to use that, you know, to serve God and your community and like people, and so
give that gift back to other people.
Yeah, it's like, this is I can enjoy this and really love to do this, but like it's nice that it's not about me, and it's not like it's just get to pray together. And that's like kind of my biggest thing, is of like using this time that we all get to like join together in prayer. And it gives us this space to, I think, like reframing worship that way. Because I think like growing up, especially in that culture of like specials and weirdness, like I feel like worship often felt, I don't know, like if it was like performative is the right word, but just like not centered on God, or just like, oh, like you can sing and you can play guitar and you have a beautiful voice, so like let's do it.
Get up there and do your special.
Special time. So uncomfortable now. But like to like take that focus off of the person, right? Like, it's not about who's singing or even like how amazing it is, right? It's just that we can use that time and that space to join together in something so much greater than us. And so that's
I love that. That's recently been, just in the last couple of years, something that's really meaningful for me too. That like it is something that's so different, like no matter what your relationship is like with God in that season, and we all have like different things happening with that, but like when we come together on Sundays, it's like, oh, this is something that I can't do on my own, you know, like you literally can't, like you need the room full of people to come together, and it's like this buoy system almost, like it's not really about what I feel or what I'm going through. If it's like a hard time or whatever, like the person next to me maybe isn't going through that hard time, you know, and it's like we're just all floating on this thing together. And I used to like, I went through this season where I was like, sometimes, it just felt really disingenuine. Like if I went into a space like that, I was like, ugh, look at everybody smiling, like, ugh, you know. But now, like I just have a different lens for it. Like you were saying, like it's not about one person or even me. It's just about all of us coming together and praying. And I think after that like deconstruction phase, like there was a lot of that like weird space in worship of like, what is this? Like, what are we doing in worship, and what is it for? And like, I don't want it to be about me. And so that like reframing of what worship is and how we and why, right? How and why we join in worship together, and that like using it as a tool of prayer. It's just like, it was a very like a new way to think about it, which is like a light bulb moment where you're like, duh, you know, like, but until you hear those things or like see it and frame it that way, and to help like reframe kind of what that space is for, has been a really cool thing. Because then I just think even with kids, like you can explain like why we worship and how we worship and what are we doing when we worship together. For like Austin, like inevitably, you know, kids who ask a lot of questions of like, why do we stand together and sing songs on a Sunday morning, and what is that for, and why do we do it? So so then when you're standing on the stage leading, like how do you think about like that when you're in that position of like leading, quote unquote, like what does that mean to you? I think that's also been one of those things that has changed a lot, right? Of that trying to like surrender in that space of a lot of that, like, this isn't about me, this isn't about, it's just like, I think especially, which thank God that you do these things and I don't have to, but like the picking of the songs. So I'm like, does Leslie spend as much time as I had to when I was doing it? It's a very involved process.
It's like you want to be intentional about like picking those things, right? Like, okay, what are we talking about, and how do we engage in these things and tie it all together? And but good Lord, when I had to pick those, it would take me so long because I'd like overthink it, and then I'm like, it's probably not that big of a deal. But I think just that surrender of it's an honor, right? To be able to do that together and to be in that space, and to aid, I think, in prayer and worship as a congregation, to like help people step into that space, and use music in those ways.
Lay the foundation.
And just to to be able to use talents that you have and like passions that you have in a way that serves the people around us and the community that we're in and God. And so
how many years have you been on worship team now, do you know?
I don't know, probably almost, I mean, it's hard because I was gone for a couple of years, so like 8, 7, because it wasn't as soon as I moved. But
A long time.
Yeah, long time at Narrate specifically, which is really fun just to like, be through different seasons
all the changes. And, totally.
And just like different seasons of like even just like music styles, which has been really fun and different. That's like one of the things, like I feel like when I have to pick songs, I'm like, don't only pick hymns because I love hymns. It's like the weird how it changes, you know, like I remember going through seasons like, geez, why do we sing about Jesus' blood so much? This is a little gory, right?
The blood.
Goodness. Like, why is worship turning so dark and gory? And then it's like, to like have such a different mindset of like, to use that space. Like, this is a big deal, right? And like so I love me some old school hymns. Oh.
So I've asked everybody on the worship team that has done the podcast, what is your favorite worship song? If you had to pick one, like today, what's your favorite one?
Yet Not I, but Through Christ in Me is like by far.
That is like one of the quintessential Jodi songs, like in my head. Like, whenever I hear that song, I hear you sing. Probably because I heard you sing it first.
When I sing a lot, I feel like anytime I was like had to pick a set, I was like, every communion we are going to do this song, because I just feel like it's one of those songs that's like very easy to enter into that prayerful space of like focusing on that, like, and there's so many things like parenting and like friendships and all these things where I'm like, I could not do this outside of, like, if it was just me, right? Like I'd fail at all of it. My friendships, my parenting, like all of it. And so to have that like focus of like, not me, but through Christ, I can do these things. When my kids are driving me crazy, when I'm overwhelmed and I still have things to do, and like just all those things. And so it's one of those songs that invites you into that space, I think, very easily. Yeah, I agree. Gives you those words. It was on my like labor playlist.
Oh, I love
babies.
That. I love that.
Like, it's like I could just put it into any scenario.
It's very true. Yeah, I love that song.
It's like, very, by far, I think, takes the cake. That's
so. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you that you want to share?
I don't think so. I just think thanks for. Just an honor to get to participate in worship with our community and to have been able to do that for so long. And it's like one of those things, like even like now, you know, taking a break with babies, it's like it's so nice to like look forward to that. And it's like it's a lot, but it's such an honor and a gift to me and my family to be able to do those things. And so I think that it's been an anchoring in my life for a long time. So it's been really cool.
Yeah.
Just to participate in community together that way with everybody.
Well, we're glad you're on the team, and
thanks.
And I know that the room is going to be, every time they get to see you when you come back, they'll be excited.
Unless I just forget completely how.
You won't.
So I think every time I'm like, what if I go to grab my guitar?
Yet Not I.
It's gonna be there. You go. I'm like, what if I just suddenly am tone deaf and I can't sing anymore, or I can't play my guitar? Just all left. So you say that now, but beware.
It'll be great. Yet Not I. That's the song that you'll come back with.
No one's gonna be surprised.
Thank you, Jodi.
Thanks, Leslie.
If you'd like to learn more about Narrate Church, find us online at narratechurch.org.
You can also look us up on Facebook or Instagram. Thanks for listening.